And let's get into some of the drama stuff that happened here, because this is actually an interesting one. We had DMG tweeted out about Eager Edge. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, dude.
He started a war with the speedrunners. This was a
Yeah.
mistake, especially on Twitter. He's saying that Eager Edge is, so when you pull out your sword chat, you use Eager Edge and you swing, and it tracks onto nearby enemies unintentionally. If you're trying to just sword swing and go fast, you swing it and you swap to something else, or you do shatter skating or well skating. DMG said basically like, get good, you know, like don't you know, if you hit the ads, that's on you, basically. Which, if I'm being honest, anyone that doesn't sword skate, that I could see why that would be their opinion, because they don't do it, and they're like, like it's a skill ceiling. You need to get better at it or something. But it's like, if you actually do it, you'd be like, this is so annoying. Why is this a thing? Like,
dude, he got like barraged with clips and like footage and edits of just like the craziest shit of all time. I mean, like, he said like a couple hours later that it was all bait, and I was like,
it was all
that's
bait?
just a weird thing to do. Yeah, if you look at his reply, it's a bait gif, but it's like that's still just a weird thing to do when you're like coming in and talking about something that you clearly have no like knowledge of, and then you're like upsetting everyone intentionally, and then we're like, oh, it's all bait, but like we're aware of the issue. I'm like, no, just say you're aware of the issue, man. Like, you don't have to do all that. Like, that's
bad. That's just bad. Like, I am actually a fan of DMG. I think we have different opinions of him, but I'm actually a fan of him because
I think he's fine.
Yeah, because he gets in there and he talks about stuff, like he's like a real person, like that you can like engage with. It seems like versus like a lot of the devs that are kind of just like, they couldn't be bothered with us, you know, on Twitter or anywhere else, and they kind of just exist in their own little corners, which I can understand too, because they don't want the harassment that they've seen on other devs. So, you know, DMG also has the reason for him, you know, he is the community manager, so he's like meant to do that. Like, that's like his job. But yeah, that was a bad take. That was really bad. And even if it was bait,
a weird thing to do.
That's bad. That's just
exactly.
Let's just not do that ever again, you know? Like,
well, it's one thing to say it and then say like you're baiting everyone like immediately, but he waited like, so the tweet was at 4, and then he tweeted that it was bait at 8:30, so it was like 4.5 hours of getting like
that's like
assaulted
an
by,
afterthought.